video, we're going to be disassembling the oil pump. And to do that, we're going to have to go under the engine. So we have it rotated this way to make it easier to access. We're going to take off the oil pan and access the oil pump. So here we go. And over here we can see what's called the windage tray, or the ladder, or what I like to call it, the rib cage. Alright, and so right here we have the pipe that sucks up the oil from the oil pan and into the oil pump. So we're going to take some of these parts off for you. Alright, so when you're taking off heavy things, you want to be careful about how you take them off, because obviously you don't want to hurt yourself. So I left these two bolts up here so the thing doesn't go flying down when we take them out. So right now, just unscrew these.
You're a good man, brother.
Thank you. So we got one, and it should gently come down. And this is that part we were talking about, the ladder. I'm just going to set it over here. We like to keep our parts really organized. And now you can see the crankshaft and the counterweights and everything in there. And over here we have our oil pump and all the attachments that we had taken off, as you saw. And you have the gears that connect to the crankshaft to turn it. So. It's kind of close knit, so. Sorry, loose back there.
Hey man, how you doing? Same old, same old.
That one was kind of hard to get to. If I had to really get to it, I'd have to rotate the engine a little bit because this piece was in the way. But so far, so good.
Yeah, that's great. You can't worry, man. Little bit by little bit.
Yeah, you could probably stop recording and then I'll just turn it so we don't waste too much. Definitely have to go through it. So you can come in and then record a real close up of that. Get this one off. Alright, so we're on our last two bolts. Taking out this oil pump. And here we go. So I'm going to take this over here and probably put it on a new bench. Just walk over in here. You always want to keep your bolts together with whatever part you take off so you don't get yourself mixed up when you come back. So, get some Allen wrenches. Alright, so we take our Allen wrench and we're going to take off this cover so we can see what we're dealing with here. So what the oil pump does is it pumps the oil throughout the engine to cool the whole thing. Got some on pretty tight. And it cools the engine through the galleries that go through the engine block. And this part is what's responsible for creating that pressure. Some leverage on that. Somebody was trying to mess with us here by making it hard to take this off. Everything else is really loose. There we go. Okay, we got this aluminum covering, and inside here is where the oil is pumped, right? So if you put it back on, you'll see that the oil goes through from where it's sucked up. Now, I'm not sure which side was which, I wasn't paying too close attention, but one side is going to suck in the oil, and it's going to bring it through these two gears. Now it goes through these gears as they're rotating because of the engine. They're going to be put under pressure. They put the oil under pressure, and then creates that pressure for it to go throughout the system and then be tossed back down into oil pan again. So it's a cycle, right? And so you can actually take these gears off, and it's not totally easy to do, but you get them off. And one of these gears comes out, and it's not easy to get the other gears out, but here you have one of the gears, right? And you can see that they actually have this angle to them, which helps with the compressing. So you have to put it like that, and now we'll spin like this. And this is attached to some gears that go to the crankshaft, right? So, and not all pumps are the same. Pumps on every different, every truck can be different in the engine. But that's the general idea of what an oil pump is. Alright, so now we have to put it back together and we can be back on the road, if you will. Yes, we got it. All right, so that is how you take the oil pump out, inspect it, see how it works, and put it back together.